I was trying to be serious. I love how I could literally look at myself now and just smile. As I said, it took a long time to find that smile, and now it just can't wait to come out for the right reasons, amongst the right people, of course. No more fake love, no more fuck niggas, no more bitches that are a waste of time. What should we refer to them as? No more pointless pussies. Pointless pussies. Your pussy serves no other purpose but to drain a nigga of his essence, and it goes towards no purpose. Now, on the other hand, a pussy that has purpose, or that has a point, when she takes your essence, she uses it to create universes. I don't even know how that became the introduction to this video. I really have no idea. That was not the direction I intended to go, man. But on some real shit, bro. Yeah, no more fuck shit. No more bullshit. From anyone. From any person, from any place, from anything. No more accepting the bare minimum from life. Hence, the smile. Ain't it beautiful? I'm putting on a little bit of weight too. Some good weight. Forgive me, brothers and sisters. Forgive me. I'm having fun with myself. Now, let's be about this message. I'm not sure how long I got. Well, actually, I know how long I got, but I'm hoping the message that is to be delivered, the length of time, serves its duration. So here it is, brothers and sisters. This message right here, again, as all the other messages, these are shits that when I was on my break, when I took a break from this whole social media shit, these were the messages that I should have been doing that I didn't want to do. Again, when it comes time to taking breaks from this and paying attention to self, no more literally self-sacrificing to help others, I take that seriously now. Back then, I really didn't. I never used to, but now it's different because, again, if I'm not healthy emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and physically, I can't serve you the way you deserve to be served. And I definitely cannot serve myself the way I deserve to be served. So, yeah, my breaks, when I take them, I take them. That was another detour, but here's your message right here. Juice got weed. Wait, what? Yeah, nigga, Juice got weed. That's the message. Why am I in a goofy, playful mood right now? Do I really need a reason to be happy? To be able to laugh with myself? I think not. But I'm having fun with you right now. I do hope you got a little kick from my intro. Juice got weed. Wait, what? Yeah, nigga, Juice got weed. That's the intro. Stop. Okay. Here's your message. Brothers and sisters, I've come to realize this right here, right? When you vibrate at a certain frequency, and that frequency is pretty much just going to be a high vibration, you literally are placed in no other position than to be alone. A high vibrational person, whether or not they want to, ends up being by themselves. Hence, you see me right now having fun with myself, laughing with myself while I make this video. You said, why must it be that way, Unique? Why is it the highest vibrational people within our society must isolate themselves? Why is it the most beautiful, kind-hearted people within our reality have to be alone, have to self-isolate? Why is it the most empathetic people within our society keep their distance from the rest of the collective? Well, brothers and sisters, the question answers itself. Simply put, these people are kind. These people are empathetic. And I also left out, why is it the most intelligent ones amongst us have to self-isolate? Because they are intelligent, they are kind, they are empathetic, they are loving. And due to these traits, one would think they will have the complete opposite when it comes to socializing with the world around them. But truth be told, they will not be who they are, or who they were, or who you have come to know them to be, if they were surrounded by the people within their reality. The higher you vibrate, the more and more you have to isolate. Why? To provide you with an answer, for those of you that are finding yourself in a position where you now feel alone in this world, where you're isolated, where you're on your journey, you're going through your dark night of the soul, and everybody you once had in your corner is no longer there. This message is for you. Fear not the loneliness. Fear not the isolation. Fear not being with yourself. Because, brothers and sisters, it is within the loneliness, it is within the isolation, it is within being with yourself that you discover eternity, that you discover your truth, that you discover the very reason why it is you cannot be amongst society, amongst your environment, amongst the people within your environment. You now see the world through a higher dimension. You see the world through a higher perspective. You see deeper. You see the hidden layers of humanity, the parts of humanity that many are oblivious to. You see that. You see beyond the veil that covers so many eyes. I hope I really hope the noise of the cars riding by is not too loud, and I hope this message is coming across clearly. Again, bear with me. We get this in wherever it is we could get it in. You feel me? I got to do what I got to do, but in the process, I still got to do the purpose in which I was created to serve. So for now, just hopefully you could hear me, and if you can't, these messages, they have the tendency of resurfacing through different dialogues, because it's just the same message just being repeated in different ways. And the more messages that come out, you still get a hint of the previous messages and future messages and all of that. If you miss the point, you'll get it. So back to our discussion, brothers and sisters, if you can tolerate the background noise. During this current state where many are now becoming aware of themselves and becoming aware of those within their reality, a lot of you are finding yourself to be alone, thinking you're alone, failing to realize you have been presented with the greatest opportunity ever bestowed upon you. Why do I call this an opportunity? The distractions are falling away, leaving you to focus on you. Whatever age you may find yourself in this moment, because the audience of these messages is going to vary from young to old to medium. It does not matter. Whatever age you find yourself, for as long as you have roamed the surface of this earth, you, my brother, you, my sister, have been surrounded by nothing but distractions. Family members, friends, careers, televisions, entertainment, athletes, celebrities, nothing but distraction. Doing what? Oh, how dare I forget religion? And you know we got to throw religion in there. We got to throw religion in that bitch. Because as I've stated, that is your ultimate distraction right there. But now, this opportunity that has presented itself to you, that long presented itself to me, giving me the opportunity to be with myself, ridding myself of the distractions of the world, I was able to see clearly who I was, who I am. And now you undergoing this process now, you are presented with the same opportunity to discover the truth of your identity. And you, brother, you, sister, you can only arrive at this revelation if you are alone with yourself. Only those who fear isolation are the ones who will never discover the truth of themselves. And so you have countless souls within the world, within the environment, that are just searching here and there for that which is right within themselves. Is the loneliness going to ever end, Unique? Yes. The loneliness does end. And once you find your companion within yourself, big homie, mother, father, my love, once you find those expression of unconditional love within yourself, bro, your company is the only thing you will ever desire. And if there is another that you desire, it'll be for the sole purpose to enjoy your company with one another. That, my brother, that, my sister, is completeness. For to be complete within oneself and not needing another, but rather wanting their presence, is a different experience in and of itself. I hope you caught that. Not needing, there's a difference between need and want. Not needing another individual to be there for you. Excuse me? Not needing another individual to be there for you in any way, shape, or form to fill you up emotionally, spiritually, mentally, physically, but wanting them instead. Why? Because you are complete. I don't need you, but I want you. That's a different love. That's a different friendship. That's a different relationship, platonically or romantically. That is different in and of itself. To not need, but want. Needing leads to dependency. Wanting leads to independency. Baby, I want you, but I don't need you. What does that translate into? That translates into simply this. You don't have to be anything for me, because I'm already complete within myself. You don't have to do anything. I just enjoy your company. I just enjoy your presence. I enjoy your character. I enjoy the person. I enjoy the person that you is. I enjoy your essence. So for this reason, I want to be around you. As opposed to, I need you. Without you, I cannot live. So you have to be this character. You have to be this person to serve my needs. Many within the reality are in the opposite positions. They need people. So because of this need, these people that are needed have to fulfill these roles, have to fulfill these positions, have to fulfill these responsibility that you have forced upon them. I need you to be this in order that you may fulfill me. Wanting, girl, you ain't got to do that. I can handle that myself. But if you do it, I appreciate you. Wanting, oh, I know I don't have to do it, baby, but I want to do it because that is who I am. You see the difference? And so back to our original topic, the higher you vibrate, the more alone you have to be. Ultimately, brothers and sisters, if you look within the reality, our brothers and our sisters that are unaware of what is happening in and around them are vibrating at a low frequency. And because they're vibrating at a low frequency, they are unaware of how they think. They're unaware of how they speak. They're unaware of how they act. And because of this thinking, speaking, and acting behavior that is completely in alignment with their complete lack of self-awareness, they mistreat and mishandle you. The being that is aware of his thoughts, the being that is aware of her words, the being that is aware of their action. They think before they speak because they know, even though I'm heated as fuck right now, even though I'm angry and I want to bust this nigga across his head, I can't do that. Think about the consequences before taking the action. And to a certain degree, some words they hold back because they know if I utter these words, I would destroy this person's entire sense of reality. I would destroy their world. I will literally diminish their illusion of self that they have, which is the ego. I will fuck this nigga world up if I literally chose to move in a world without self-awareness. If I chose to act like them. You know better, so you do better. And ultimately, by staying in your world that unfortunately you have to be in due to the lack of self-awareness of others, is to protect yourself from busting a motherfucker across their head. It's to protect yourself from going off on somebody who ultimately, because of the conscious awareness that they at, they're simply being themselves. Because in this reality, a person can only give you what they know of themselves. Did you catch that? In this reality, you're dealing with a bunch of consciousness that are simply expressing the level of conscious awareness that they know. That was a lesson that, brothers and sisters, Lord have mercy, it took some time for me to accept that and transcend my understanding of reality. A person can only give you what they know or have within themselves. If you come across somebody who is at the consciousness of separation, everything they talk about is going to be about separation. Bro, I got enemies out here, man. Okay? Is you versus them type shit. This is what you're going to get from an individual who is at the consciousness of separation. You come across someone with the consciousness of unity, I am all there is. There is but one consciousness expressing itself through many different perception of itself. Everything that you see, they perceive it as them, just simply a different expression. But at the essence, I am one, I am all. You come across somebody who is in that consciousness of lack. All they're going to talk about is lack. There ain't enough in the world, brother. I got to steal to get by. I have to take from another to get by. Scarcity mentality. You come across somebody with an abundance, a state of awareness. The universe provide all that I need. I am lacking nothing because Father and Mother have already provided. Different state of awareness. And one can only give you from their level of understanding what they have within their awareness. And so, brothers and sisters, why must you be alone doing the dark night of the soul, doing this process of returning back to self? Why must you be alone in a world that is filled with billions of others? Because until these individuals get on that same path that you're on, which is the journey back to self, willing to heal themselves, willing to take accountability and responsibility for themselves, willing to heal, they will continuously lash out at those within their environment, simply being what they know, doing what they do, which is, this is all I know. If I'm angry, I know now how to control my anger. I'm gonna just go out and take it out on the next person I see. If my life is falling apart, I'm not going to take accountability for the fact that I'm responsible for everything that have got me here. I'm going to blame the world. And you, divine soul that are watching this, who is loving and kind and also empathetic, you want to be around others in order that y'all may laugh and jubilate and just enjoy life. However, you come across somebody who has no self-awareness nor self-control, decides to come and lash out at you. And you knowing just how powerful and destructive you are, you could take shit from 0 to 100 real quick and fuck shit up. You always have to be the one to take accountability and say, well, number one, if you talk to me like that, you're going to find out that I ain't the one. But to prevent all of that from escalating to such a level, you just say, I peep the character, I've seen all of this shit before, and I know exactly the outcome, so I'm just going to distance myself from all of this dumb shit. I don't need the drama. I know what I'm capable of. You get angry, you want to pop off real quick. You don't know you're dealing with a motherfucker that will sit and plot and figure out where I'm going to hit you. Where you will never forget who the fuck got you the way they got you. You the type, soon as shit go off, you about ready to go do some dumb shit. You don't realize you're in the presence of somebody who they calculate every move, 10 steps in advance, understanding what are the consequences to every action that is taken here, and what are the repercussions. How am I benefiting off of this? Is this going to help me in the long run, or is this going to stunt my growth? You are calculative that are watching this. This motherfucker can't even see past this very moment. Everything is about him or her. So to protect your peace, to protect what you have worked so hard to get at in life, unfortunately, you got to walk alone in this world. Okay? Unfortunately, you got to walk alone. Not because you want to, but because you have to. A high vibrational human being must be alone, must self-isolate, not because they want to, but because they have to. Due to the simple fact that you have 9 out of 10 human beings walking this world that lacks self-awareness. And if a person lacks self-awareness, 9 out of 10 times, they are in that vibrational state of fear. They're in that vibrational state of separation. They're in that vibrational state of guilt. They're in that vibrational state of shame. They're in that vibrational state of lack and poverty. And because they cannot look past that awareness, they blame everything outside of themselves. And you being that positive energy, you become a target. Why the fuck the world falling around me and this motherfucker right here look all peaceful and happy and clean and shining as fuck? Why? You know what? I'm about to go do some shit to kind of just ruin their day. I'm about to go say some shit to ruin their day. I'm about to go try to project my prophetic life onto them. I'm about to project my insecurities onto them. Why? Because I don't want to take accountability for my life. I don't want to take responsibility for the very situation that I am in. I don't want to look for a solution to my problems. I want to bitch and I want to whine about it. I want to cry about it. I want to blame everybody in the world for my life being as fucked up as it is. And you, the high vibrational being, you know this is the situation. 9 out of 10 human beings walking this world. You are aware. These motherfuckers don't want to take accountability. They want to blame everybody but themselves. They want to bitch and whine. They want to project their insecurities on you when you ain't got nothing to do with it. And again, knowing your temper, knowing the fact that you don't do this God is going to punish me type shit. You don't do this fake ass love and light shit. You are aware, bro. We can go there if you want to take it there. I'm with whatever you with. Don't take the whole peaceful nature as I wouldn't go there, because I would damn sure take it there with you. However, my peace is so important that your little ass is not worth my wrath. Your insignificant existence is not worth me tapping into my darkness, because you're literally a waste of time. To channel my wrath towards you, nigga, as I said, when you get angry, you pop off. When I get angry, I sit and I plot. How can I hit this nigga without it ever coming back to me? Did you catch that? There's a difference. You're not worthy of such time. Because to plot a scenario such as that, it requires time. It requires imaginative thinking. It requires me to go to the divine and sit with the divine and be like, bro, this nigga crossed the line, man. This nigga crossed the line. And on some real shit, this one I can't let go. This motherfucker need to get hit. And best believe, they can't know the source. And so you sit with the divine, coming up with a mastermind plan to hit this motherfucker without it ever being tracked back to you. You really think you just say some shit out of your mouth to a being that is vibrating at that level is going to trigger them to go and invest that much time in you? Absolutely not. Different level, different thinking. So unfortunately, my love, you being alone is not a bad thing at all. Not at all. This time of you being alone, it is a time for self-reflection. This time of you being alone, it is a time for healing. This time for you being alone is for you to get to know yourself. This time for you being alone is for you to relinquish all the distraction, all that shit that did nothing but distracted you from the glory that is you, that distracted you from your power, that distracted you from your authority, that distracted you from your divinity, that distracted you from your creator, your originality. When you vibrate at a high vibration, you have to be alone because that is the only way you can maintain your sanity. These motherfuckers walking around this bitch, they're all lost, crazy and insane, acting up for absolutely no fucking reason, creating the same reality day after day, reliving the same words, the same thoughts, the same action day after day. And you bearing witness to this. You can't literally force them to change, and they will not change. You try helping them in your initial state of awakening, didn't you? You literally try to wake these niggas up. Bro, yo, we could do shit differently, man. We could work together and get this shit together. We could educate ourselves. We could stand together. You try bringing wisdom to these niggas, and what they do? Didn't they laugh at you? Didn't they ignore you? Didn't they call you crazy? Didn't they distance themselves from you thinking you would go back crawling to them? They did all these things when you were trying to help them see their way out of their own problem that they created for themselves. And for the few that are aware that higher ups manipulated the reality to be like this, and you found your way out of it, you try to bring it to their awareness that them motherfuckers that are sitting in those positions of power, they don't give a fuck about you. You the one getting up every day to go hustle and get some money for your family. You the king in your motherfucking house. But because of the position you have allowed yourself to be, you got yourself thinking that a motherfucker that don't even know your name, calling themselves the president or the king or the government representative or whatever they refer to themselves as, you looking at them as the one being the leader in your house, when you are the ones that are handling your business day after day. You see these niggas ain't going nowhere in life. As I've said, you try to help them, they didn't listen to you, they chastise you, they belittled you. Now you have had no other choice but to keep all that you is to yourself. It's not that you want to be be selfish with the information. Nah, bro, I try to give you everything that I was coming across. You don't want to put in the work. You don't want to do shit. You don't want to earn your keep in this motherfucker. You don't want to acquire something. You don't want to get something in your life to say, I worked for this. I built this from scratch. You don't want that. You want shit to be handed to you. You want free shit. Bro, my time is running up once again. Gotta end this. Got some responsibilities. But for now, this moment of isolation, this moment of you being alone, it's not forever. Alright? This moment is just merely a healing time of your evolution. Like the caterpillar, right? The caterpillar goes into its cocoon and ultimately transforms to a butterfly. Consider this state of you being alone, you being that caterpillar in its cocoon. And there's going to come a day where you're going to transform into this beautiful butterfly and become the divinity that you is in the flesh. And being alone is not something you will fear, because as I said, once you discover the mother within you, the father within you, the lover within you, the big homie or best friend. I don't know what you call your best friend. I call my best friend big homie, because I got so much respect for that nigga, yo. When you discover all these love within yourself, you won't really give a fuck about others' company. I mean, you will enjoy people's presence, their company. Me personally, at this point in my existence, I enjoy people. The moments that I spend with them, I enjoy it. Do I need it? Absolutely not. Because I can thrive all by myself. I'm happy all by myself. If you come in and bring me more happiness and we enjoying each other, I'm going to cherish that moment. I'm going to enjoy that moment. The memory is going to be there. But once we leave, it does not take nothing away from me. Because again, I am complete. Just like you, if you manage to survive your cocoon, this process of healing and releasing everything that does not serve you, you can become this being where isolation, being alone, is somewhere you thrive. Others' company, you don't crave it. If it happens, cool. If it don't happen, cool. And when it comes to your mate, when it comes to the opposite sex, well, I don't know, some of y'all do the whole same sex shit. When it comes to relationship, that responsibility and burdens that others put on their partner due to them needing them to be a specific person, you don't put that responsibility on them. As I said, baby, you perfect as you is. You ain't got to do shit for me. Just be you. That's how you make me happy. I don't want you to transform or be anything. If you are with me and you think, oh, I want to change and become better, do it on your own, not because of me. Because however way you are, as long as I can maintain my peace with you, you ain't got to do shit. But if you come up in this bitch trying to now disturb a nigga peace and trying to bring your unhealed drama and thinking that I'm responsible for your insecurities and your childhood wounds and shit like that, bitch, you fucking with the wrong one. Your pussy ain't that good. Your head ain't that good. And even if it was that good, bitch, fuck out of here with that dumbass shit. My peace is more important than anything this world got to offer. Everything outside is merely a projection. You could be a wonderful projection, or you could be a fuck projection that nigga like me ain't gonna deal with. And when you get to that butterfly state, when you get to that divinity state, this is how you move. You enjoy people. You have fun. And if they want to be around, they stay around you. Those that cannot handle your high vibration, the fact that you don't really need them, but you just want them, because some people take it personal when you don't need them, which is just ridiculous as fuck. Bro, let me end the message. I gotta go, man. Y'all have a great day.